What is up, awesome people of the internet? Hello, hello, hello. Y'all, we got a lot to talk about today. We have a whole lot to talk about. LSU defeated Virginia Tech yesterday. And what really was turned out to be a really, really good game, y'all. So yeah. Uh sorry, yeah, I joined late. I'm sorry. I joined late. But what up, what up, what up, what up? Yeah, Jewel, the Bayou Barbie is back. And y'all, she did her thing yesterday. She did her thing yesterday. Um, Kentucky Lucky said, what a great night of women's basketball, unless you were the refs at South Carolina and North Carolina game or the coach of Virginia Tech out coaching outplayed. Yeah. We're gonna talk about how Kenny Brooks was severely, severely outcoached. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. What up, Holly? What up? What up? What up? Hello, hello, hello. I hope y'all are doing well. Yeah, Frank, awesome people of the internet activities. Yes. Quentin says, I was pleasantly surprised at how well Angel's return went, but that performance validated my concern about Morrow and Reese bumping heads in the post. We're gonna get into that because Quentin, I saw some really, really awesome stuff from both Anissa Morrow and Angel Reese yesterday that I think is going to bode well for the future of LSU. It seems like they are starting to gel together. Of course, it's not perfect, and yes, there's some hiccups that they really need to work through. But overall, I thought they played very, very well together yesterday. Yeah, Kentucky Lucky. I was just late. Sorry. Yeah, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I was just late. What's up, Jewel? What's up? What's up, RC? RC, I had no idea that you were like I didn't realize that you like made videos. Like I checked out one of your videos and made a comment. I just love how you rap for your teams. Like shout out RC. What is up, Quentin? Shani. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but hello, what's up? What up, DC? Oh, it's your first time on a live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, y'all. I'm just gonna get the welcomes out of the way, and then we gonna get into this game. We are going to get into this game, y'all. Let's see. Seeing Angel was happy vibes. Facts. Holly says they were calling Angel the Bayou Barbie and Anissa the Bayou Bully. I kind of like it. It has a ring to it. Shani says, are you going to talk about the Hall of Fame inductee announcements? I can. Yeah, sure. Towards the end of the stream, I can for sure talk about that. Yeah. Joycey says the team looked good as a whole. Facts. What up, guys? Yeah, yeah, Kentucky. Yeah, that's Chicago Standard Time. Yeah. Yeah, Kidley. Yeah. Okay, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into this game. All right. So LSU defeated Virginia Tech pretty handedly yesterday. They were this game was really about a couple things. We came into this game wondering, one, how will Angel Reese do on her return back? Two, we were wondering how would Angel and Anissa sort of connect together and work together to play well on the court. We were also wondering how really does Virginia Tech sort of pair up against LSU? Because as we know, they both faced each other last year, but this is a new team. This is a new team for Kenny Brooks and the Hokies. Yes, you have some returners, but for the most part, it's really Kitley and Georgia Amoore that's sort of doing everything for Kenny Brooks, and they have kind of a newish squad. And so it was a question of how exactly will they pair up against LSU, and what adjustments will Kenny Brooks have to make to keep his team in the game. And yeah, we learned a lot. I would say we learned a whole lot from this game. and we're gonna get into it. So I've kind of structured this stream with a couple of themes that I really want to go through. And I first want to start with Kenny Brooks. Kenny Brooks for Virginia Tech. This man was outcoached. Kenny Brooks, I like him a lot. I really, really like Kenny Brooks. I like what he has been able to do for Virginia Tech and how he's gotten them to a point where they are relevant in the game of women's basketball and at a point where he's getting them to perform better than sort of the normal stats say they should perform, kind of. But yesterday, I don't know what was going on with Kenny Brooks, but that was not a good coaching job, in my opinion. So this was the first time ever that I saw a player get fouled out in the first quarter. I mean, in the first half. Now, I have watched women's basketball for a long time. I watched men's basketball for a long time. I've watched a ton of basketball over the years. And I have never, ever seen a player get fouled out in the first half. Like, like what was that? I couldn't believe it. I really could not believe that game because it was like, okay, once a player gets 2 or 3 fouls, why are they even still in the game? Why haven't you taken them out? It was very odd, very, very, very odd for Kenny Brooks in terms of his sort of rotations throughout the entire game. It just didn't make any sense. So for those who didn't actually watch the game, there was a player for Virginia Tech who was fouled out. She had 5 fouls in 5 minutes. Her name is Clara Strack. There we go. That's her name, Clara Strack. And this girl was in. She was in the game in the second quarter. She played all of 5 minutes, or actually, it was technically 4 minutes. And she was promptly fouled out of the game. And it got to the point where I wasn't even paying attention really to fouls in that first half. I wasn't until they said she had 5 fouls, and I was like, wait, what? What? How did she get 5 fouls? And why was she even still in the game in the first half, y'all? Like it made no sense at all. It made no sense. It really didn't make any sense to me. Jewel says Kenny act like he was fangirling and forgot why he was there. Yeah. Holly says why I never knew Amoore was from out of the country somewhere until I listened to her post-game interview. James said Kenny had questionable decisions. Kentucky said, who killed Kenny? South Park reference. I like it. I like it. Y'all, if y'all hit that like button as y'all come in, that would be awesome. Holly said, didn't realize Kelly was that tall. Yeah, she's pretty tall. Quentin says, what coaching moves outside of the foul trouble would you have made if you were Brooks? Well, if I was Kenny Brooks, my number one focus would have been to get the ball to Kitley and try your best to draw fouls on both Anissa Morrow and on Angel Reese. Like, that's basically, yes, Angel Reese did have foul trouble and she was out of the game a little bit because of the foul trouble, but you really needed to get both post players out of the game, basically, to the point where they were irrelevant for LSU in order for Virginia Tech to get to really make some impact. Also for Virginia Tech, it was basically Georgia Amoore who was kind of doing everything for this team. And if I was Kenny Brooks, I would have tried not necessarily a different personnel, because he basically played everybody that they had available yesterday, but trying to get different looks. because players just weren't like it was like they were just looking for Georgia to kind of carry the team instead of taking it themselves and trying to do something. It was basically just Georgia and Kitley who just did everything. And that's and Eck did do some stuff as well. But like if I was Kenny Brooks, I would have been like in the huddles, been like, come on, girls, like let's run 3 plays in a row with Georgia not looking to score, where you all are actively actually trying to score as well. Because it's not like Virginia Tech or some scrubs. Like they have players who can score. It was just yesterday. They felt like it kind of felt like they were intimidated a little bit. Where the only players who was really really playing was Georgia Amoore, and Kitley was just having an off day. She was trying, but she was just having an off day. But it felt like the rest of the girls on Virginia Tech they seem scared a little bit. And if I was Kenny Brooks, I would have been like in the huddle, like, come on, girls. Like, there's no reason for y'all to be scared. Don't be afraid of this team. Y'all played against Iowa and y'all held y'all own. Let's do this against LSU. I don't know. Maybe he said stuff like that in the huddle, but like overall, it's weird. It's very, very weird. To have had her play uh uh Strack play for 5 minutes and get fouled out. It's also like, okay, once she gets that third foul, even if you want to keep her in, let's say you want to keep Clara Strack in the game. Because yes, she's a reserve player. So it's not like it's the worst thing in the world for a reserve player to foul out. If someone's gonna foul out, yes, you want the reserve player to foul out. But why didn't you tell her after she had her third foul? Yes, she should have known, don't foul anymore. But also, why didn't you yell and be like, stop touching players? Like, just get your hands up. Just kind of let them like sort of alter shots, but don't foul. Like why didn't you like say something like that to be like, Clara, stop it, stop fouling? I don't know. There had to have been stuff that could have been done in order for Clara Strack to not get fouled out. But if someone's gonna foul out, at least have it be a reserve player. Connor says, to be fair, Clara Strack is a reserve for Virginia Tech. Yes. It's not the same thing as a starter fouling out. And there's another player that can back up Kitley. Yep. Yeah. Fair point. I don't think the Virginia Tech sub patterns would have mattered. Yeah, they just weren't ready for this game. They just were not ready for this game. Kenny didn't take advantage of the Final Four run in the transfer portal. I think he tried. So here's the thing about the transfer portal. Teams and coaches can try their best to get top talent, but if the location itself isn't attractive enough, players just aren't going to go, regardless of how hard coaches try. So I think he tried to get players in the transfer portal, but players maybe just didn't want Virginia Tech as a location option for them. So that's something that you just have to deal with. Jewel said, Q, leave her alone. She thought she was bowling. She was the ball and LSU was the pin, so it wasn't even her fault she fouled out. So you say, I wish people would give Haley some grace and time. She's learning a new position on a new team, new system, and surrounded by so much talent. Y'all give her some time. I would actually say that I thought, we'll get to it more in a sec, but I thought that Haley Van Lith had a pretty good game yesterday. Like I thought she had a good game. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. But I thought she played well yesterday. I really do. But we'll get into more of that in a sec. But right now we're still on Coach Kenny. All right. Darius says Virginia doesn't have enough pieces. They don't. They don't. But yeah, it was a tough night for Virginia Tech. But I will say, Georgia Amoore did her thing. Y'all, Georgia Amoore is a beast. And WNBA coaches, I guarantee you they were looking at that game yesterday and saying, man, if I get, if I get Georgia Amoore on my team, that's gonna be pretty nice. She is a talented player who can score big buckets and can really be a lifeline for a team. And yes, she's not the tallest player in the world, but I thought she was the brightest spot for this team. She was the brightest spot for this team. And it's unfortunate that her other teammates couldn't help her enough. Like, she tried. She tried to, like, put the team on her back. She played every single minute of this game. Yeah, she played all 40 minutes. She was 11 of 24 from the field. So, like, pretty decent in terms of shooting. She was horrible from the 3-point line, which is, sometimes you have those games where you're just, not that great from the 3-point line, but overall I feel like Georgia Amoore gave her all on the court yesterday. She gave all that she possibly had. And that's all you can do. That's all you can do if you're a player like Georgia. You just give it your all and you try to get the rest of your teammates involved, but ultimately it's up to them to step up to the plate and help you out a little bit. So Georgia, she finished with 25 points in this game. You know, and I thought she played great. I thought she played very, very great for this game. Um, Mama Smurf, I love that name. Mama Smurf says I love your humor and commentary. Appreciate you, Mama Smurf. That name is funny. I like it. I like it. Quentin says Amoore can score at all three levels. That's what makes her special. Facts. Yes. Yes. Georgia Amoore is such a special player, and I just can't wait until as we get further into the year, into ACC play, where she's going to step up her game even more as we get to the NCAA tournament, and then also when she eventually goes to the WNBA. Like, Georgia Amoore is special. She's a special talent. And I'm sure Kitty Brooks is super happy to have her on the team because Georgia Amoore is very, very good. She's very, very good for this team. Though overall everybody else has to kind of elevate their game and really help her out, basically. Kidley had an off game. She tried. You could tell that Kidley was trying. She ended up with a double-double, which was good. But overall, her game was kind of off at times. But she tried. She tried. So shout out to Elizabeth Kidley and Georgia Amoore, especially Georgia Amoore for really putting her all on the basketball court yesterday. But it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Holly says, yeah, I like Amoore. Much respect to her. RC says, Kidley with that fadeaway jumper was driving me up a wall. I don't like that. She can score easier. I like the fadeaway. Yeah, sometimes she just doesn't hit it, but like, I like it. That fadeaway is a really, really awesome shot to master because that's going to help her, at the next level. That having that fadeaway and being able to get that separation. The only key is you need to consistently make that. And sometimes she does. Sometimes she consistently makes it, and other times she's just off. But I like the shot. I do. I like the shot. But maybe I'm on my own about liking that shot. Aubrey says, I've said the same thing about Iowa last year and this year. You have to have supporting cast step up as well. One player can't win games by themselves. Facts. Uh-oh. What in the world? Random ad just popped up on my computer. All right. Darius says Amoore on LSU instead of Haley Van Lith would be insane. Hot take. I mean, sure, Darius, but also Georgia Amoore's role would be completely different if she was at LSU. You know, it just would be. Like, she wouldn't be scoring like this if she was on LSU. So, like, I don't know. I don't know about your hot take, Darius. Like, I get what you're saying. But I also think that Haley Van Lith didn't play bad yesterday. I thought she played solid. You know, I really did. But you know, maybe I'll disagree on that one. Kitley doesn't want smoke when it comes to physical play. That's why she relies on the fadeaway. Facts. And eventually she has to be able to be okay with being physical. This girl she's tall. She is a legit center. You have to be comfortable banging around with the other team, because yes, you know, take a fadeaway, that's great, but also bang in the paint and get an easier shot. If it, you know, sometimes just diversify a little bit. But you know, she wasn't into that. She wasn't into that. Women's Hoops Masterclass says Kitley didn't have an off game in my opinion. She was running away from physical confrontation by taking all those jump shots. She still needs a post game at 6-6. Yeah, so I mean, agree to disagree on the off game. I mean, she still did her thing and got points on the board, but I think part of the fact that she just heavily relied on that fadeaway jumper, you know, sometimes she just doesn't hit it, and it eventually makes her a little bit inefficient when she's so tall that she could get in there and get some easier shots. I like the fadeaway. I like it. I do. But you know, she's so tall that she shouldn't be a one-trick pony. That's basically what I'm saying. She shouldn't be a one-trick pony. This girl, she has a lot of talent, and she can score in the paint against other teams. It was just yesterday, it didn't seem like she wanted to do that. So fadeaways it was. Quinn says fadeaways don't draw fouls. Facts. Connor says Kitley normally makes that shot. She had an off night. Yes. Yeah, she did. Yep. MMA Lifestyle says, I know this is off topic, but Hannah Hidalgo to me is the best point guard in the nation right now on both sides. But she reminds me of a much better defensively Cappy Pondexter. Yo, I haven't heard that name in a little while. Yeah, I was a big Cappy Pondexter fan, especially when she played for Chicago for a little bit, for the Chicago Sky for a little bit. But yeah, shout out to Cappy Pondexter. Yeah, Hannah Hidalgo is definitely up there for the best point guards in the country. In terms of defensive wise, she is the best defensive guard in the country, in my opinion, for sure. Is she the number one best point guard in the country right now? I could be convinced of that. Yeah, she's definitely like top 2 or top 3. Defensively, yes, 100%. She's very, very good. Let's see. What else? Yes. So let's talk about that a little bit. So MLA says, just wanted people to know Haley is suffering from plantar fasciitis, an extremely painful condition while trying to run a new position and guard Virginia Tech's best and mobile player. Yeah, she is. You know, and that's something that we should keep in mind. Yes, Haley Van Lith is not necessarily there yet to where she needs to be as a starting point guard. However, I thought she played well. Like I really do, and I keep saying that, but I thought she played well. I thought she, you know, did what she could to help her team out. She was not a liability at all. She gave her team good minutes. And ultimately, I think she should be happy with the production that she put out yesterday. But one thing to remember is that like Haley Van Lith, before she came to LSU, she was all about scoring, 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 and her role is different. Her role is different now. She's not a it's not all about how can Haley Van Lith score. It was about how can she get other players involved. How can she move the basketball around? And maybe a controversial take, but I thought she did a good job yesterday. I do. You know, um, she had 5 assists. Would have had more, but there were some misses on some of the good passes she had. She had 7 points. She ran the floor. She while Georgia Amoore was really doing her thing. She Haley Van Lith wasn't a crazy liability on defense, and on offense, she was moving the ball around. She was doing her thing. Like, Haley Van Lith's role is different now. She is not the end all be all for this team. And because of that, her scoring numbers are not going to be extremely high. And to me, that's okay. It now that she is trying to develop into a point guard, it's about how can she get the rest of her team involved and get this team flying, which, that's I thought she did a good job. But maybe a controversial take on my part. But I thought she did good. But y'all tell me why I'm wrong in the comments about Haley Van Lith, because I thought she did fine. All right, Quinn says Haley Van Lith was bringing the ball up with her back to the basket a lot and over dribbling until late in the shot clock. She was, but she didn't get it. She didn't get the ball turned over. Haley Van Lith is a player who eventually she needs to get better at dribbling. And yes, there was a lot of times where she was dribbling the ball up with her back to the basket, but she was trying to protect the ball. And like, I'd rather you do that than, get the ball stolen from you all the time. So like, there were also some times where Haley Van Lith, she waited too late to pass the ball inside. And so that's something that still needs to get improved. But like, I thought she did a good job. I do. Overall, yes, she still has a long way to improve as a point guard. She still does. But to me, she did nothing yesterday that would put her in a position where where she's on the bench or anything like that. Like that. I thought she did well. Also, and she's dealing with a foot issue as well. So not trying to make excuses for Haley Van Lith, but I really thought she did fine. I thought she did a good job yesterday, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me know how I'm wrong in the comments. Let's see. What else y'all got to say? Yeah, T. Miller said Killy gets double teamed a lot, so she uses the fadeaway to get some separation. Yep. All right. Crazy Kim says yes, Haley did good, made plays when needed, and kept the offense spread out and active. Yes. All right. Kyra says the manner in which Anissa Morrow grabs boards gives me chills. Next level. Okay, let's talk about the dynamic duo. The dynamic duo of Angel Reese and Anissa Morrow. Y'all, we got a little bit of a glimpse of that yesterday. And it is special. So, if y'all remember early in the season, I believe it was after that first game against Colorado, I was talking about how Anissa just didn't feel like she really fit with this team. It felt like offensively, like she wasn't clicking. And I talked about how like I wasn't sure how this transition was really going to turn out for Angel Reese and Anissa Morrow playing together, I had a lot of doubts, a lot. And if y'all watched some of my earlier videos of the season, y'all would have heard some of my doubts about Anissa Morrow really clicking with Angel Reese. But I will say that while Angel was out, that time that Anissa really developed more and got a lot more comfortable in the LSU Tigers offense, to me that was huge. That was huge for her confidence. And it was really those games in the Cayman Islands that really like got Anissa Morrow going to the point where, y'all, Anissa Morrow, she's back to the DePaul version of Anissa Morrow. Like some of y'all did not watch Anissa Morrow when she played at DePaul, but I did, and this girl is special. She is so special. And at the beginning of the year, I was worried that like she wasn't going to get back to where she was before with LSU because of the way the offense was running. And I was like, can she really fit with Angel Reese? And yes, she can. Yes, she can. Y'all, the game yesterday, I was looking at the game and watching both Angel Reese do her thing and Anissa Morrow do her thing, and it was just like, oh my goodness, this team isn't even there yet. This team has a lot more to improve on. There were still a lot of just mistakes that were happening, but it was so special to watch them sort of click. Yes, it's not where it will be sort of towards the end of the year, but like, oh my goodness, this team is special. And Anissa Morrow really, really is special. Like, yeah, Anissa Morrow is very special. Holly says Morrow be in straight up attack mode when she gets the rebounds. Definitely needs the beast. Yes. Facts. Yes. And y'all, if y'all didn't know, I believe they said it in yesterday's broadcast that Anissa Morrow used to be a point guard in high school. So, fun fact. Also, Anissa Morrow, she hitting them jumpers, y'all. She hitting them jumpers. She becoming more and more dangerous from shooting away from the basket. And that's going to just continue to bode well for LSU going down the road. She can just play. She can flat out play, y'all. So yeah, I got nothing but great stuff to say about Anissa Morrow. Like nothing but great stuff to say because she's just special. You know, she's just such a special player. And yes, maybe it's because she's from Chicago. And I'm a little bit biased because that's where I'm from. But Niece the Beast, she here, y'all. So yeah. She's gonna be good. She's gonna be very good. Darius says Morrow has been standing on business all season. Darius, very interesting choice of words. You saying standing on business makes me think of have y'all been watching this whole what's going on with T.I. and his son King and all that stuff, and how his son was standing on business and had an argument with his parents? I don't know. You saying that, Darius, made me just think about T.I. and his son King. But anyway, yeah, she is standing on business. Yes, for sure. Yep, Anissa carried LSU in the Cayman Islands, stood on business. Facts. Yeah, Pierre. Anissa played a point guard in high school. All right, Aubrey. Aubrey says, mark my words, if Reese, Morrow, Johnson, and Williams rebound like they're capable of, this team is a force to be reckoned with. You know, Kim Mulkey, number one thing she focuses on is rebounds. Facts. And to me, that's what made me, like, as I was watching that game yesterday, I was like, wow, this team is special, because you saw, and it wasn't just, while I'm talking a lot about Angel Reese and Anissa Morrow, like, it wasn't just them. I saw Flau'jae Johnson skying in for some rebounds, I saw, same thing with Michaela Williams. Michaela Williams can get some rebounds as well. This team This team is special. They are very, very special. And the fact that they're not even clicking all the way yet, you know, Haley Van Lith is still learning her position. You have Michaela Williams, who's a freaking freshman, which is like crazy. She's a freshman, but this girl is not looking like a freshman. And I'm just imagining as she continues to develop, like how much more special she's going to be. This team is just they're just dangerous. They are just dangerous, y'all. Darius said that's where you got it from. You got it, you got it from T.I. and King standing on business. Sianda. Can you please provide me with a pronouncer on your name? I really want to make sure I'm spelling that that I'm saying that correctly. They said Anissa on the pick and roll is so fire. She does that. She does it all. Nah, it's not a bias. She's like that. Okay, all right, yeah. She is like that. She's very good. She's very special. And I really think one of the best things to happen for LSU as a whole was for whatever occurred with Angel Reese being out. Like I feel like it helped a lot. Like what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that while Angel Reese was out, Reese and Morrow was able to figure out her role and figure out the offense a lot better, and really start to get going. Michaela Williams was still continuing to do her thing, and I think that Haley Van Lith was also still getting along, and still developing along. Like it just turned out very, very well, to the point where it's like Kim Ogie's like looking like a mad genius for this whole situation, so Jimmy, yes, facts. So Jimmy said Flau'jae does a lot for LSU quietly that does not get noticed. Yes. So if you talk about hustle plays, like that is Flau'jae Johnson all the way. Big Foe is gonna give you just about everything you need. She can rebound. Yes, she can score, but also she's able to make the right cuts when she needs to. There was a particular moment in the game where Angel Reese had the ball. I feel like she was either at the nail or sort of close to the nail, and she had the ball. All eyes were on Angel Reese, and Flau'jae Johnson did like a back cut, like a hard back cut, got the ball and laid it up. Like there are a lot of like smart plays that Flau'jae does, and it's just a bounty of riches for this team. So like, she's very, very good, but yeah, she won't get noticed as much this year because there's just a lot to pay attention to for this team. They're a team built of stars that would be stars on any other team that they're on. Anissa Morrow was a bona fide star at DePaul. Flau'jae Johnson really could go anywhere and be a star on any team. Haley Van Lith owned Louisville when she was there. Michaela Williams, who is she's just a beast, straight up beast as a freshman. This team is made up of stars. So yes, players are going to get outshined. And it feels like the way this team is structured, they don't seem to care. They don't seem to care like necessarily who gets to shine. But yes, shout out to Flau'jae Johnson, Big Foe, because Big Foe was doing a thing. She was doing her thing yesterday. She really was. RC says Kim Mulkey looks like she could be Marshall Mathers' mother. I don't even know what she looks like. So I don't even know what Marshall Mathers' mother looks like. Yeah, Michaela was fire. Michaela was fire yesterday. Yeah, she had 20 points. She had 2 steals, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. Y'all, she's special. And again, she's a freshman, y'all. She is a freshman. These freshmen are built different. Something's in the water. I don't know. Something's going on with these freshmen because they looking good. They're looking very good. Quentin says Flage is the best perimeter defender and glue of this team. Facts. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I think she's a great defender. Definitely is a player that probably is in the conversation for sure when it comes to SEC all defensive team and just sort of in the NCAA as well. Like she's very, very good on defense. And I know we don't talk about it that much. We're but Flage Johnson, she's very good. Kentucky Lucky says Del Rosario is coming out of her shell. Wait till she rebounds and shoots more. Yeah. So I like the fact that Kim Mulkey played Del Rosario yesterday. Primarily because she had to, because Samaya Smith is out. But Del Rosario, I want her to just. There is a level of aggression that Angel Reese and Reese and Morrow plays with. And I'm hoping that as the season keeps going, that aggressiveness and that edge eventually rolls off to Del Rosario. Because Del Rosario, she has the talent. She's very, very talented in high school. I'm sure that's going to eventually manifest in college. And she also has the height. It's the aggression that she just doesn't have. And I'm hoping that eventually she gets that, because she's surrounded by women who are like just straight up dogs. Like they want the ball. They want to score. They want to they're hype when they're scored. They have an edge to them. They have a grit to them. And it's so special to watch. And Del Rosario, I'm hoping that she eventually gets that, because once she does, this girl has talent. Once she really gets some aggression, she's gonna be special. She's gonna be very, very, very special. Very special. Let's see. Kyra says Michaela will carry LSU. She's going to be a real problem. Yes. She's going to be a real problem. Yeah. RC says Tahina Pow Pow. Pow Pow Pow. Yeah, she can really shoot. Yeah. Next Day Air says now everyone's going to start controversy to go viral like Angel Reese. I hope not. I hope not. Let's see. Jimmy says, who do you think are their biggest weapons from outside? I would say for sure Haley Van Lith, for sure. And I would say Michaela Williams. Yeah, that's what I would say. Is their biggest threats? Yeah. Do y'all? Yeah, I can't really think. I mean, sure, Flage can shoot a three. She's not horrible at it, but like in terms of like their best weapons, yeah, it's Haley and it's Michaela. Yeah. Steven says Louisiana kids are just dogs. It seems that way. Like they're good. Very, very good. Also, if y'all can hit that like button, that would be super, super awesome. Thank y'all in advance. All right. Quentin says Morrow is great on defense with blocks and steals. Facts. Holly says, do you think today's LSU team would have beat Colorado? Yes. 100%. Yes. They would have beat Colorado. Yeah, because the thing about that Colorado game that was just rough was the fact that it was clear that the team just wasn't clicking. They weren't clicking, and it also seemed that they were a little bit tired and lackadaisical. And that's gone now. That's gone now. They have aggression now. And this team they know that they can get got, and they know how they need to show up. And it feels like now there's a synergy that's happening right now with Anissa and Angel and Big Foe, and Michaela and Haley. That's just is looking nice. And the crazy part is this team is not even where they're going to be. Like I just can't even, I just can't really imagine how they continue to develop. Now the thing that we need to worry about, the thing that I think we really need to think about is the minutes that these players are playing. And eventually that might come up to bite them. So they're playing a lot of minutes. So yesterday, Haley Van Lith had 36 minutes. Flage had 38. Michaela had 36. Anissa had 39. Angel had 29. Only because Angel was in foul trouble in that first half. She would have played a lot more had it not been for that. And so the only concern that I really have is that if one of these players, if one of these star players for LSU gets hurt, then it's looking like that's gonna be a work time to worry if you're an LSU fan. Oh, shout out to Holly. Thank you so much, Holly. Appreciate you, Holly. Yeah, appreciate you, Holly. Thank you so much for that super chat. Next day Air said Morrow a little selfish, could have let Angel get that double. Oh, thank you so much, Aubrey. I appreciate you, Aubrey, with that super chat. I appreciate y'all. Now y'all rock. Thank you, Aubrey. Thank you so much. Let's see what else y'all got to say. Jeff says Dell will learn playing with the Barbie and the Beast. Is Anissa Morrow okay with people calling her that? I don't know. Is she okay with that? Like I don't know. That feels like that could be I don't know. How does she feel about that? Does anyone know about that label? Anyway, let's keep on going. The J Spot Network says yes, these freshmen are killing it. Facts. You got you got Hannah, you got Michaela, you got Malaysia. You got Juju. Yes, they're looking special. Can't wait to see them get even better over the years. Yes. Facts. Honestly says, what it do? You might have been right about LSU. They look a little battle tested. They are battle tested. They are, and it's looking pretty special. It's looking pretty special. Oh, thank you so much, Aubrey, for the super chat. She said, "Keep up the great work, Quita. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. I really do. I really do appreciate y'all." Mika, shout out to Mika. Great content as usual. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Really appreciate y'all. Oh man, Quentin, thank you so much, Quentin. Quentin says Reese and Morrow were WWE wrestling for boards. Facts. And to me, that is what makes this team so special, because not everybody wants to get down and dirty in the paint and get rebounds. Like that's not a something that a lot of players want to do. And to have two players like that on the same team, I think it's special. Let them make a competition out of it. Who can get more rebounds each night? Is it gonna be Angel or is it gonna be Anissa? Like, I love it. and it's pretty exciting to see. It really is pretty exciting to see. So yeah. Thank you y'all so much. Thank you to Quentin, thank you Mika, thank you Aubrey, thank you Holly. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all. Let's go back to y'all comments. Let's see what else y'all got to say. RC says Angel was out to the free throw line a lot. She was definitely getting busy, like someone called off their work shift. But I will say though, there were some of those times where she got to the foul line and I was like, was that even a foul? I don't think that was a foul. You know, I'm just saying. Some of those calls, I think she was lucky to get those calls because I don't know. Written 12 says, thank you, Written 12, for the super chat. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Written 12. MMA says, does Mika have a YouTube channel? Do you? Mika, let us know. Do you have a YouTube channel? I actually can't click on your profile because I'm like doing the stream. But Mika says, no, I don't. Okay. So there's your answer, MMA lifestyle. Mika says she doesn't have a YouTube channel. All right, guys, let's get to the interview, the post game interview from Angel Reese. Oh, thank you so much, Written 12. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. $4.99 from Written 12. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. I really do. I really appreciate y'all. MMA says because your profile pic looks like you talk about sports. Yeah, if y'all some of y'all that's in here, if y'all have YouTube channels and y'all talking about basketball, you know, let me know. I would love to check out y'all channels. So yeah, I would love to check them out. So let me know if y'all have YouTube channels. Cindy says Anissa has Niece the Beast merch, so she loves it. Yeah, she loves Niece the Beast, but just saying the Beast by itself, to me that's a different that's a different thing than saying Niece the Beast altogether. But yeah, that's good branding for her though. That's good branding. Let's see. Kyra says, replying to Next Day Air, people just don't like Coach Moki because her past relationship with players, so everything she does gets criticized. Yeah. A lot of people do not like Kim Moki. A lot of people. Hakim says, I think we're gonna miss Kateri. She is our Draymond Green. Yeah. I really like Kateri Poole. So hopefully she's back soon. We have no idea. As Kim said, you know, as Kim said, we don't know. Kim Moki said that Kateri is not with the team right now, so we don't actually know what that means. But shout out to Aubrey. Thank you so much, Aubrey, for the super chat. Appreciate you, Aubrey, with the $2. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, facts. Aubrey is going crazy with the super chats. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. Yes, honestly. Listen to honestly, y'all. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all. Adrian, appreciate you, Adrian. Adrian says, thank you, Quita. Thank you so much, Adrian, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate y'all. Y'all going crazy with these super chats, man. Y'all going crazy. All right, y'all. We are going to transition to talking about the post-game interview. And I want to really talk about how I really want to talk about how I thought that Angel Reese did a great job with that post game interview and how she really owned the room and and really controlled the narrative. So we still don't actually know why Angel Reese was away from the team. But the way that she worded the questions and the way that she sort of just handled the room, I thought was extremely impressive. So I do want to move on to that because I just thought it was a good masterclass of here is how you're supposed to this is how you should interact with the press, where they're not sort of keeping you on your heels, and you are owning the narrative, and you are controlling the room. And I thought that Angel Reese did a masterful job at that. And I do want to highlight that. So we're gonna get into that right now because I thought it was extremely impressive. And I wanna get into that now. All right. So we're gonna start at the beginning of the press conference because I felt like she started off from the beginning, from the get-go, owning the room. So let's get into that.
Reese and Morrow. How happy y'all to see me? I know y'all are. Here we go. Let's have some fun here.
Yeah, she was, she was like, "Hey, I know y'all ready for me. I know y'all ready. So let's do this. Let's go and let's do this." Like I loved it. Like I absolutely loved the way she did that. That's what you do. You and I think her sort of owning the room, I think it really prevented the reporters from asking some of the questions that they probably would have asked. Like I felt like overall, we're gonna get into it a little bit more, but like overall, I felt like the reporters, they didn't keep that same energy, is what I'm trying to say. So it felt like before, when Angel was still out, some of the ways, like the reporters, they were really really trying to get into like having Kim Mulkey spread the details of like what's going on and whatnot, and they had basically what I'm trying to say is they were different. They were very, very different from they were very different from asking Kim Mulkey questions before this game, and when Angel Reese came into the room, it felt like the reporters are a little bit scared. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? But I think in terms of just asking questions, I don't think the reporters necessarily asked all the questions that I thought they would have asked going into this game. So let's watch some of these clips. And I stuff that I thought was pretty interesting. So let's get into the first one.
This is for Angel. Angel, you were gone for 4 games. What did you see in this team when you were gone, when you were watching it, and tonight when you got on the floor with them? Like, wow, they've grown up a lot in 4 games.
Yeah, they can obviously play without me. Just coming back and doing whatever it takes to win, and I did as much as I could today. We have a lot of leadership outside of me, and seeing this team grow from when I wasn't here really shows a lot, and I'm really happy for this team and where we're at right now.
Angel, last year at the Final Four, I remember you saying you needed Kim Mulkey in your life. Do you still feel that way today, and why or why not?
I'm going to say that today, tomorrow, next year, to the day I die, and that's just how I feel. And I'm at LSU because of Kim Mulkey, and that's how I feel.
And let's talk about this. I think there was a lot of people who were waiting for Angel Reese to seem upset towards Kim Mulkey, to seem angry at Kim Mulkey for benching her and whatnot. And what you see from this is that there's nothing but love from Kim Mulkey and Angel Reese and the rest of this team. Like, she totally owned this space, and she was like, I'm not going to allow you the opportunity for me to speak badly about my coach, and it's just the way that Angel Reese just handled this was just masterful. Like, it just really was. Like people who are experiencing different issues when it comes to basketball and whatnot, I think they really need to take a look at at this interview and the way that Angel Reese handled herself, and use that as an example because I thought she did a great job.
Hi, sorry. Angel, how did it feel to be back on the floor?
It felt great. I mean, it was a long 2 weeks, or a week and a half, 2 weeks, to be away from the team. Taking time to yourself is really important. I feel like that's just something that was important, and resetting and refocusing within the team. I'm just happy to be back, and this place was amazing tonight, and I'm just happy to be here with them.
One more. You said you've had a lot of time to yourself. What have you learned about yourself in the time that you were away?
Not what I learned about myself. I want people to realize that I'm not just an athlete. I'm a human too. I go through things. We all go through things. And just being able to have so many people that were super supportive to me in this past week and a half really showed me a lot and who really cares for me. And when you up, everybody love you. When you down, you see who really love you. So just being able to have such supportive people that were here for me and through a tough time for me was really important.
So y'all, Angel Reese definitely has some media training. Definitely has some media training because there's a way that you answer questions where you don't necessarily have to answer the question that you're asked. And that's what Kim did. I mean, that's what Angel did. The question was, what have you learned about yourself? And Angel's like, nah, I don't want to answer that. So let me answer this other question instead. Like that is what you do. It's about controlling the narrative and controlling your response and not being forced to answer something that you don't want to answer. So like that's this is a master class. It really is. Regardless of you like Angel Reese or you don't like Angel Reese, the way that she has she has handled herself in this interview is just it's good to see. And it's clear that she's had some media training, and like whoever is helping her with the media training, they did a really good job. They did a really, really, really good job. Written 12 says, I was impressed with Angel. Who knows, this whole saga might be a blessing for her. I think this is going to turn out to be one of the best things that can happen in this situation. Still, we don't know what happened. We still don't know. She talked a lot about mental health in this interview. And it's clear that we will probably never know what happened. We'll probably never know definitively what happened behind the scenes in the locker room, or like whatever issue that happened to lead to her being away from the team. But whatever it was, it's clear that she is better for it. It is clear that she is better for it. Adrian says her message reminded me of when Simone Biles couldn't compete. Focus on the positive outcome. I'm so happy to be here with the team. Yep, this is so great to. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think she did a really good job. All right. Let's get into more video. Actually, hold on. RC says the one that knocked me off my butt was BS media and BS haters critics putting it out that Angel Reese was pregnant. That was so bogus. Yeah. It's one of those things where like if you just don't know, you just don't know. Like I did hear speculation that people said, "Oh, she's pregnant," or "She's pregnant." Well, we don't know, and there was no real suggestion that she actually was. I mean, just the fact that she has a boyfriend and she's a female, like that makes you think that because she's not with the team, she's pregnant. I mean, there was a whole lot of suggestions and people just kind of saying whatever, speculating and whatnot. But But we'll actually never know. We'll probably never know. Maybe Angel Reese will write a book about this in a couple years, and then we'll find out then. Kentucky Lucky says, doesn't Angel eventually want to do something in communications? Well, she just mastered the narrative right there. Yes. Maybe a PR helped excellent politicians take notes. Yeah. She really did, that's a big skill. That is a huge skill that even some pros still haven't like really mastered in terms of like owning the narrative yourself. And when people are asking you questions, it doesn't matter what questions they ask you. It's about the questions that you want to answer, So even if they ask you a question that you don't want to answer, how do you spin it and answer something that you want to answer? So like, I love it. I truly, this is a masterclass. Like, take notes, guys. take notes. Yeah, Holly, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Shondell says, hate that I'm late to the live. Hit that like button. Yes, listen to Shondell. Hit that like button, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna get to some more of the questions that they asked.
Both of you can answer this, really. A win against a top 10 team. That has not been done by this program in a while. What does that say about this team and how you use this as momentum going forward?
What y'all gonna say now? Obviously, I mean, we had our first game and people counted us out, of course, but we made it personal tonight. I think that coming together at a home court, knowing Virginia Tech, obviously, from the Final Four, I think that was beneficial, but it was about us tonight. I told them nobody comes in our house and takes anything from us, and I think that we really worked hard and played together, and you see how many people were in double figures tonight, so obviously we just love playing together and playing team basketball.
Facts. What a great answer. Also, shout out to Mama Smurf. Appreciate you, Mama Smurf. Mama Smurf sent a super sticker. For some reason, I can't actually look at the graphics of the graphics of these super stickers, but it's a lemon character doing a victory dance with maracas in his hand. So I'm just imagining the lemon character right now. I appreciate you, Mama Smurf. Appreciate you. Mama Smurf says LSU super team potential. Facts. Yes. Yeah. What are they gonna say now? That was a good response. It was. All right, let's get back to the commentary.
I would say it's just been showing all the work that we've been putting in since the season started, playing together, but also how much of an advantage it is to have great guards that go in and rebound and defend and have that presence inside as well.
Anissa back here. How much progress has this team made defensively, and just how much was tonight kind of showing that progress?
We've made a lot of. It's been great, honestly. The main focus tonight was defense. We know Amoore is a great player, and we knew that we had to stop her, but also stop Kitley. Just stopping all the other players as much as we possibly can, taking on that assignment.
Anissa, you're obviously a very good player at your former school, but to play in a game like tonight, in an atmosphere like this, and an opponent like this, is this why you kind of came to LSU?
Yes, I want to play against some of the best talent in the country and play with some of the best teammates in the country as well. And I know that a lot of people said that what I did was at DePaul, but I could perform on any level, and I showed that tonight.
Okay.
Period, y'all. Reese Morrow was a fire player at DePaul, and now she's a fire player at LSU. Hey, it wasn't a DePaul thing. It was a Reese Morrow thing. This girl is talented, and she's showing y'all that she's talented. Nola Origin said the thing about LSU is one or two players have an off night. They have 3 or 4 players that can pick them up. Facts. Though I will say, they really only have a rotation of 7 players right now. So yes, that is for sure the case right now, that like a couple players can have an off night and they still be good, because this team is just, they got some ballers. They got some ballers on this team. Mika says, love this answer. I am good and can perform anywhere, period. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Period with a D in it. Yes. With a T in it. But yeah, I like the fact that that Anissa was in this press conference because, while Angel Reese has gotten a lot of love and like a lot of attention, y'all, Anissa Morrow's a beast. Niece the beast. She doing it. Shout out to Aubrey with the super chat. Aubrey says, I hate that folks feel entitled to information. Yeah. Like we all want information. We all want to actually know what happened, but none of us are entitled to know. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the only people who know are the people who were in that room when whatever happened, or in that locker room when whatever happened. So we won't know. But yeah, no one should definitely be entitled to information. Of course, we all want it. I want to know what happened, but at the end of the day, this is their lives, and they have a right to have the narrative be whatever they want it to be, because they were the ones in the room. So if they're over it, if they're in a good spot, if all the LSU players are honky dory happy, and look all good to go, then hey, that's what it is. That is what it is. Ren 12 said to Paul, you got to feel bad for him. And Ren 12 says it's fine to want to know, but not to demand to know. Facts. Yes. Facts on that one. Yes, totally agree. Let's get back to the commentary.
Anissa and Angel, obviously Michaela is an absolute problem out there. I mean, she does not play like her age. Just talk a bit about, how she's not afraid of the moment, and the fearlessness that she plays with on a day-to-day basis, even in your tougher games like Colorado. Just talk a bit about what she's been to this team offensively, and then obviously just as for team morale purposes.
Yeah, her confidence is just amazing. Like you said, she's not a regular freshman. You don't see a freshman come in so confident and just being able to translate from high school to college. And she's done that. I mean, she's learned so much from us, and she's willing to learn. And she works hard. She sits in the gym and she works on the things that she needs to work on. And I think that really helps our team because she knows her role and she knows when her time is when it comes.
I would say Michaela is built for the moment. She works so hard every day. Like, she's a gym rat, and it shows every night.
Kayla's special.
Angel, what exactly changed after the first quarter? How did y'all flip the game and take over?
Our defense, just being able to adjust. I mean, first time, big environment for a lot of us. Again, first game, of course, Colorado, but just being able to be back within the atmosphere of LSU in this program. So I think we adjusted really well. I mean, they hit a lot of big shots in the first quarter, and I think we just really adjusted.
Yeah. I just love the way that that all of these players, are mainly Anissa and Angel. I love the way that they're answering stuff. And let's actually get to a clip where Anissa talked about Shaq and his role in this.
Hey, Angel, for you, you can't share if you cannot share. It's up to you. But I just wanted to know who you might leaned on the last week and a half. Who was kind of that supportive cast for you? Who was there for you when you needed them?
My mom, of course, but I talk to Shaq every day. We FaceTime every day. He checked on me, called me every single day to make sure I was good, and he told me every day, like, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. He's been here before. He knows what it takes. And just being able to have somebody like that was something that was really good for me. He told me when I was right. He told me when I was wrong. Told me what I needed to do to get back to where I am. And I know he's going to call me after the game if he hasn't already.
Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq, I'm a big fan of Shaq. Shaq is a person who definitely is in players' corners. And he's doing his thing at Reebok now, with his new role, and they signed Angel Reese to an NIL deal, and I like the fact that it wasn't just about it wasn't just about signing her as a player, and using her for the brand. Seems to be some mentorship going on between Shaq and her, and I think that's huge. That's huge to be mentored by a player of Shaq's stature. Like Shaq was the man, y'all. Shaq was the man at LSU. Then he went to the Lakers. Was the man at it was him and Kobe doing a thing with the Lakers. Then he went to the Miami Heat. And for a brief stint he was with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like Shaq has been around a long time and he's seen a lot of stuff. And it's pretty cool for him to be mentoring Angel Reese, and helping her along, and being a person that she can talk to and a person that she can trust. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool, and it just shows the type of person that Shaq is. Like Shaq's awesome. He's a cool guy. He is he's Shaq, man. Like you can't say nothing bad about Shaq. You just can't. Yeah. Mika says Shaquille is LSU all day, genuine guy. Facts. Shaq seems like a real person, no BS. Shaq is a really cool guy. I met him at an LSU football game. He's down to earth and funny as heck. I would love to meet Shaq one day. Like Shaq, I would love to meet Shaq. Also, yes, Mr. G, yes, you can't forget Shaq at Orlando. That was his early days before he really, really got going. But yeah. Shaq's the man. He's the man. And shout out to Shaq for really being a person that Angel Reese could rely on during this time. I'm not gonna go through the entire press conference, but I thought those pieces were really good. There's another piece that I wanted to talk about. So we'll get into that, and then we'll just keep talking. All right, so let's go to this one.
Angel, welcome back. You mentioned earlier the importance of having time to reset. To what extent do you feel comfortable sharing, maybe just generally or conceptually, what you felt you needed to reset or did reset?
My mental health is the most important thing before anything, and I'm going to make sure I'm okay before anything because I don't want to cause anything harm or any cancer in the locker room. So being able to take a reset to myself, like I said before, I am human. I'm not just an athlete, and that's okay to do. Pros do it all the time. So whatever stories that were wrote and written, don't believe everything you read. I mean, I'm back, and I'm happy, and I'm here, and I'm moving forward, and I'm going to take this team and help take this team as far as I can.
She's back, she's happy, and she's here. And don't believe everything y'all read. Yeah, that was Angel Reese's message to the public yesterday after the game was over. And shout out to Angel Reese, for heading into this press conference knowing all the questions that she was going to get, and knowing the pressure that was on her, and she handled it really well. She did. So shout out to Angel Reese. Hope everything is okay. But yeah, she's back, y'all. She's back like she never left. She is back like she never left. Bear 24 says Coach Kim and all this coughing. Yeah, well, Kim Mulkey, Kim Mulkey's been sick for a good bit of time. I think Flau'jae might have gotten Kim sick. Flau'jae had I believe she had the flu a couple weeks ago, and after that Kim got sick, and she made a ill-advised comment about the vid, and it seems like she's still sick. And also after this game was over, Kim Mulkey made the record of I think she was the fastest coach to hit 1,000 or no, not 1,000, 700 wins, and they dumped water and Gatorade and stuff on her. So like, you know, her hair is soaking wet, which is why if you notice, she had a towel on her. That I guarantee you, her being doused in water and stuff is not gonna help her cold. she's she's probably gonna stay sick for a little while longer. She's gonna stay sick for a little while longer, especially with that dump of water on her. Yeah. Yeah, so that was the interview. Like I mean that's not everything. That's not every single clip, but I think that was like the good gist of what was of how Angel Reese really handled herself. And how, you know, this was a great interview. This really was. Let's see what else y'all got to say. Yeah, Sergeant King says Kim do cough a lot. She do. She do. RC says, Quita, do you think she should pass the ball, move? Wait, no, hold on. Do you think she should pass the ball, move the ball more when in the post? She did have a pair of assists. Yeah, I think as time goes on, Angel will develop more of a connection with Anissa Morrow in terms of passing the ball back and forth. I also like the way that Angel had her head up, you know, when she got the ball. And again, back to that pass I was telling y'all about earlier when she passed it to Flage, who was cutting. Stuff like that is stuff that Angel Reese can do. So as time continues to go on and Angel keeps her head up when she catches the ball, like when she's sort of like at the nail position, instead of like trying to determine what she's going to do to get to the basket, looking around and see who can she pass it to. I think that's critical, and that's something that she'll likely continue to improve on as the season goes on. Because she can develop into a better passer. She for sure can. Pierre says, if you listen to them, they tell us what happened in so many words. Locker room and attitude problems. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Mr. G. Angel has a quintessential answer for every question. Facts. RC wants to see Kim Mulkey wear a suit with a whole bunch of leprechauns on it. Why leprechauns? Like, I actually really liked her sequence tiger outfit yesterday. Like it really fit the moment of this game. Oh, shout out to Nolan. Thank you so much, Nolan. I appreciate you. Nolan says, love your show, Quita. If you have time, can you mention / preview LSU's next 2-3 games coming up? Yes, I will. I'll get to that in a sec for sure. Thank you so much, Nolan. Appreciate you. Kyra says, I'm over Kim being over press conferences. I don't want to watch anymore. Oh, y'all, Sergeant King needs tickets to an LSU game. So if y'all are in the Baton Rouge area and y'all have tickets to a game that y'all not using, y'all hit up Sergeant King. Sergeant King is looking for some tickets. So yeah, hopefully that helps you, Sergeant King. I really hope that helps. I'm not in Baton Rouge. I don't have no tickets. But if I did, I would totally give you a ticket. But I ain't got no tickets. So hopefully somebody in the comments can help out Sergeant King with tickets. Danielle Spriggs said, I agree with Kim's assessment about Flage's development, her game, and fundamentals. Yes, her game is expanding. Yes. Yeah. Flage has it all. You know, Flage has she's a really good defender. When she wants to be, she can be a very good rebounder. She can hit shots. She can drive to the basket. You know, she kind of has it. You know, yeah, sure, she can develop a better 3-point shot, but like Big Foe, she has what she needs to be a very good basketball player. And we'll continue to see her grow and grow and grow as time goes on. All right, guys, let's get into what's coming up next for LSU. because I believe LSU is going on their they're going out on a little break for right now because I believe they're going into finals and whatnot. So I don't think they have any games coming up really soon. So all right, so LSU, their next game is University of Louisiana Lafayette against University of Louisiana Lafayette. That game is on Sunday, December the 10th. They should beat this team without really any issue. So they play again on the 10th. All right, so there's a good amount of time before their next game. That is an away game. Wait, is that a away game? No, that's a home game. That's a home game. And then they play again on Tuesday, December the 12th against McNeese. So yeah, those are some of their upcoming games. So let's take a look at their website. So they play UL Lafayette on the 10th. And then they play McNeese, Northwestern State, Coppin State, Jacksonville, Missouri, Ole Miss, which is going to be a really good game. So we really don't have any real tough games for LSU until their game against Ole Miss. Though I will say, as I keep saying, any team can get got. So even though Jacksonville, Coppin State, Northwestern State, even though these teams are not good, not that good, they still need to show up and still need to play. But the next really, really good game for LSU is going to be January the 7th when they play Ole Miss. And then they got a series of good games against they play against Texas A&M. They're basically in SEC play. When they come back in January, they're in SEC play. So they got some good games coming up in January to watch. So yeah. That's what to look out for. And most importantly, y'all, we need to be Thursday, January the 25th, y'all. This is going to be a game. This is going to be a game. South Carolina versus LSU, and LSU is at home. So y'all, the PMAC Center is going to be going crazy. And we going to be able to see who is the best team in the country. Is it South Carolina or is it LSU? Like, we're going to get into that. So it's going to be pretty exciting. So y'all mark y'all calendars for January the 25th because that is going to be a game. That is going to be a game, y'all. Aubrey, thank you again for the super chat. Appreciate it. Aubrey is going to be attending the Coppin State game. All right, Aubrey. All right. So after that game, Aubrey, you gotta let us know. You gotta let us know what you think about LSU up close and personal. Since you'll be there in person. But yeah, hope you enjoy the game. It's gonna be it's likely gonna be a blowout. But as always, you can't take a team for granted. So you never quite know, even though it seems like likely they'll destroy Coppin State. But I'm glad you'll be able to go to that game. That'll be a good one. That'll be a really good one. To just watch this team in person play. Yes, Kyra. Everybody listening, Kyra, hit that like button, please. Thank y'all. We got 78 likes and we got 122 people in here right now. So if y'all can like that would be awesome. RC always talking about his Hawkeyes. RC says we play Bowling Green tomorrow and can't overlook stuff. Talking about my Iowa Hawkeyes, we gotta play like it's a conference tournament elimination game. Facts, y'all. Yeah, you can't take Bowling Green for granted. You can't. So yeah. Hopefully your Hawkeyes pull out the win for your sake. RC. Oh, shout out to Michelle. Thank you so much, Michelle, for the super chat. I thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Michelle. I really do. Y'all been killing today with these super chats. Like, man. Like, is today payday or something? Like, that's crazy. I really do appreciate that, y'all. I really do. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I think you're right, Aubrey. I think you're right about that Coppin State game being Angel Reese's hometown. Yeah, because that one Coppin State is in Baltimore. So yeah, that's gonna be Angel Reese's hometown game. So that's gonna be a lit game. That's gonna be a lit game. Aubrey, if you you know, if you could take some video of the game and post it on your channel, I'll make sure to elevate it if you post it. Because yeah, it'd be cool to see some footage of what the arena kind of looks like. Because I'm not even sure if that game is gonna be on TV. I'm not sure. I haven't checked yet about that game. So let's see. Niza's channel says, I think the closest team that almost beat South Carolina is North Carolina. That game was fire. Yes, that game really was fire. Oh, awesome. Appreciate you, Aubrey. Appreciate y'all. So y'all, Aubrey's gonna hook us up with some video from that Coppin State LSU game, and I'll make sure, if y'all don't see it, I'll make sure to post that on to forward that link to y'all so y'all can see it. So shout out Aubrey, appreciate you. Kentucky Lucky says Bowling Green can be dangerous. Yes, which is why if I'm Iowa, I'm putting my A game together, because Bowling Green, can be a really good team. So y'all should watch out. Also for y'all who don't know, South Carolina plays Bowling Green on the 19th. So for y'all South Carolina fans, or just people who just want to watch more basketball, South Carolina plays Bowling Green on December the 19th. So yeah. But yeah, shout out to the women, the Falcons, I believe they're called, for because they're looking pretty decent. Bowling Green is looking pretty decent this year. And it definitely is not a team that people should be sleeping on. Let's see. Kyra says, on Sunday, are you watching football or women's basketball or both? I'm watching, well, nowadays I'm watching less football, mainly because my Bears are stinking it up. They're stinking it up, y'all. So I'm watching a little bit less football. But yeah, way more basketball. Oh, shout out RC. Thank you so much for the super chat, RC. RC says, Quita, you my fave women's basketball sports talker. Appreciate that, RC. And I like how you I like how you're you don't get super offensive when I when I call your team out. But yeah, I appreciate you, RC. I really do. What up, AG Hawaii fan? They say, oh, aloha. Did Virginia Tech won the game? Oh, LSU won. Yeah, LSU won. It's 3:35 now in Oahu. Wow. Yeah, it's basically nighttime where I'm at. So you probably looking outside to a nice nice clear blue water and everything like that. Like, also, Asian Hawaii fan, are you a surfer? Are you a surfer? Let me know. Are you a surfer? I've always kind of wanted to surf, but I've been I'm also kind of nervous about it because, usually the best waves are like out in the ocean. That's where the sharks are. So also I really don't like fish. I really don't like fish. So yeah, that's what's preventing me from ever getting on the water and surfing. Kyra says the Bears do stink. Thanks for rubbing it in, Kyra. I appreciate that, Kyra, for rubbing it in. Yes, they do. They do suck. They do. They do. Let's see what else I got to say. Haley, I don't Holly. Let me know how to pronounce your name. They say Reese has mature answers to the press conference. I think that LSU's chemistry will only get better with time. Yes, yeah. And the thing that's really interesting is that it's the way they seem to be gelling right now that's really really impressive. Because if you noticed, these players were like they were going crazy for each other. On the bench, they were going crazy when the players on the court was doing their thing. And to me, that just shows a pretty healthy culture right now for LSU. And that's good to see. That's really, really good to see. Just for basketball's sake, when you have players who seem to like each other, you just have better on court chemistry. And it's looking like it's going pretty well. Again, we still don't know what happened, but whatever happened, it seems like everyone's over it. And they're moving forward, and moving on. Ja, I think that's how you say your name. Says, Quita, where you from? Chicago, Illinois. Yeah. I hail from the state of Illinois, Chicagoland area. Aubrey says there's some good games on Sunday. Yeah, there are a lot of good games. Y'all, let's just walk through Sunday real quick, because for those who don't know, I want to make sure you all are aware of these Sunday games, because y'all, we are in for a really really awesome treat. We're in for some really good basketball on Sunday. And I just want to go over some of those games. So just give me a sec. I want to pull it up, and we're gonna talk about these games on Sunday, because there are some good ones. All right, so I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna pull this up. All right, here we go. All right, so this is Sunday's schedule. So some of the games to look out for is first of all this game, South Carolina versus Duke. This game is at 12 o'clock on ABC, and this is Central Time for those who are wondering. I believe this is Central Time. Yeah. So yeah, that's the first game, but it's gonna be 3 games that y'all should really really watch out for on Sunday. So we have this first game, South Carolina versus Duke, at 12 p.m. on ABC. So make sure to watch out for that. And then we also have where's the other games? We also have UConn versus Texas as well. So this game is at 2 o'clock on ABC again. So 2 o'clock ABC. Y'all should really watch that game. And then we also have Tennessee versus Ohio State at 4 o'clock. So Tennessee versus Ohio State, 4 o'clock. So 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. We got some great games for y'all to watch. Yeah, we got some really good games. Also, we have Stanford versus Gonzaga. For those of you all who have ESPN Plus, I highly recommend y'all. What happened? Nope, I didn't want to go to ESPN Plus. Thank you. I gotta sign in. So yeah, for those who have ESPN Plus, I recommend you all watch that game. Maybe not live because you'll be watching other games, but you could just watch it after the fact. But yeah, those are some of the games to watch out for. Also, Southern California, USC, they play on Sunday as well. That game is at 5 o'clock. However, that game is not on TV, as far as I can tell. Like, I haven't been able to find a channel or anything for that game, so I don't think you'll be able to watch that game. But there's a lot of games to watch, a lot. So Tennessee versus Ohio State at 4 o'clock. Texas versus UConn at 2 o'clock. We also have UCLA versus Arkansas at 2 o'clock. That one's on SEC Plus. So if y'all have, for those who, like, for example, have YouTube TV, you'll be able to watch that SEC Plus game. So, and then we also have the South Carolina versus Duke game as well. So lots of games to watch. Also, there's other games to watch as well. Maryland plays George Mason. Baylor plays Oregon. Indiana plays Stetson. Mississippi State plays Chattanooga. So lots of games, lots of games to watch. So yeah, hopefully that helps you all kind of get a feel for what's happening on Sunday, because there really are a lot of really good games. Haley says, Quita, love your channel. Glad I found it. Thank you. I'm glad you found the channel too. MMA Lifestyle says, my Texans used to be like that. Yeah. So you get the feeling. Jules wondering, AG Hawaii, Jules wondering where you're surfing at. Kayla says, hey y'all, just want to say that Anissa Morrow is a product of the best high school in Chicago, Simeon. Yeah. And the greatest athletics people out of that school, including me. Yeah, Simeon has, like, y'all have gotten some really good basketball players, that have come out of Chicago that have gone to Simeon. So, so yeah, shout out to Simeon. Also, for y'all who don't know, Derrick Rose went to Simeon as well. So shout out to people who went to Simeon. Sergeant King says, is Angel a junior or a senior? She is a junior. She's a junior. Yeah. Last year was her sophomore year. Holly says, yeah, Bears trash, but I want to see Justin go far, but he's not going to go far with the Chicago Bears. Like, I love my team. I love them, but he's not going to go far. I think the Bears need a complete overhaul from the front office down, and maybe even the ownership down. Like, they need to rethink the way they do things, because otherwise they're just going to screw over whatever quarterback they get. And it's unfortunate because Justin Fields has some talent, and I don't think he'll ever live up to it as long as he's with the Bears, unfortunately. This is a Bears fan saying this, and it pains me to say that as a Bears fan, but gotta admit the truth. Gotta admit the truth. So AG Hawaii fan is surfing. AG Hawaii fan surfs at the southern part of Oahu, mainly at Waikiki. All right, let's see what else y'all got to say. We are okay. RC, you coming with the tough questions towards the end. I think Deja has potential. I think she has potential, especially once we get 2 more teams in the league. I think she'll actually make the cut then. But yeah, I think she for sure has potential. I like her as a player. She has potential, but once we get 2 more teams in the league. Right now, I don't think she can she would make the roster right now. But once we get those 2 teams, I think yes, she could make the roster. Aubrey, thank you so much for the super chat. Aubrey said, hit that like button, everybody. So y'all listen to Aubrey. Hit that like button. MMA Lifestyle says they gotta draft Caleb. Nah. The Bears would ruin him. No, he has so much potential. They should not draft him. The Bears likely going to be number 1, have the number 1 pick this year, or for the draft. No, I hope they don't draft him, because they would ruin him. I feel so pessimistic as a Bears fan now. Like, I just feel so I feel so pessimistic. All right, y'all. Yeah, Kyra says ESPN shows the schedule and channel for each game. Yes, they do. Though for that one game, the USC game, there is no channel listed for that one. So that's why I think that one's not available on TV. All right. All right, y'all. We are going to be wrapping up pretty soon. But if there's anything else y'all want to talk about, let me know. Let me know if there's anything else y'all want to talk about. Kayla says one thing on Angel, she broke her foot while at Maryland and was granted another year of eligibility. But she graduates this May as a senior. Thank you for that, Kayla. I appreciate that. I guess I forgot about that. I don't know. That wasn't in my mind at all. So I'm glad you said that. Because it was like I was always thinking that she was a junior because last year there was just so many mentions of her being a sophomore that like I forgot about that point. So thank you, Kayla, for giving everybody clarity on Angel Reese. She graduates this year, but eligibility wise, she is a junior, but really she's a senior. Jewel says, AG Hawaii, it's still beautiful. It's still a beautiful beach. Waikiki is pretty calm. Q, you could surf there if you would love it. Maybe, but the thing is, I don't like fish, so I feel like I would see them and I would freak out like while I'm trying to surf, and then I would also be afraid of sharks. Me and water just don't mix. Like we just don't. Yeah, we just don't really mix. RC says, Quita, you can thank the Lord. The Bears got 4 wins. That's like heaven for that franchise. You know, whatever RCC or RCC, RC, whatever. Talk trash about my Bears, even though I talk trash about my Bears. It feels different when somebody else is talking trash about your team, even though you talk trash about your team. But yeah. Haley says, who do you think will win title this year? I think it's between South Carolina and LSU. I think it's between those two teams. Who I think will actually win? It depends. I'm waffling between the two. I think if LSU can stay healthy the rest of the way and have everybody on their team stay healthy, I think they're going to win. But it's going to be very close. Like, I think it's a toss-up between South Carolina and LSU. Right now, I'm thinking LSU if they can stay healthy. But South Carolina, y'all, I don't bet against Don Staley, you know. So, you know, we'll see. Adrian says, Quita, will you ever do a show on this year's Hall of Fame inductees? Yes, I need to. Yes, I really do need to. We can talk about it a little bit right now, but yeah, I will do one. I will do one for sure. So let's talk about some of the Hall of Fame players. So I wanna find the list real quick. And then we can talk about it. Maya Moore is going to be inducted into the class of 2024 for the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. So Maya Moore, as we all know, had a legendary career at UConn. Also had a legendary career with the Minnesota Lynx as well. So shout out to Maya Moore. Also, LSU's own Simone Augustus is going to be inducted as well. So shout out to Simone Augustus. Yeah, she's had a great career in the WNBA as well. She played for the Minnesota Lynx, also played for Team USA. Really, really great player. Who are some of the other people who are? Those are people that I remember are who are nominated. Who else is nominated? Taj McWilliams Franklin is nominated. Okay. All right, Taj. So y'all, Taj McWilliams Franklin, she is one of the OGs of, well, I consider her one of the OGs of the WNBA. But yeah, she's a really good player. She played for the Detroit Shock. She played for the Minnesota Lynx as well. There's a trend with this Minnesota Lynx team. But yeah, she's gonna be inducted as well. She attended Georgia State. And played basketball there. Also played for Team USA. She played in the ABL for a brief stint as well. So shout out to Taj McWilliams Franklin. Yeah, that's I haven't heard of her name. Like I haven't heard from her in a good bit. So shout out to Taj McWilliams Franklin. She's awesome. There's other people as well. I am gonna do an actual show on this because I just called out the people that I know very well, who's been added to the class of 2024 Hall of Fame. But there's other players, there's other people as well that I'm not familiar with. So, guys, I will do a separate show on those folks. But the people that I know that are going to be inducted are Maya Moore, Simone Augustus, Taj McWilliams Franklin. So. There's other people, but I will actually do a show on those people because I'm not familiar with them. So I'll do some research and then come back to y'all. But thank you, Adrian, for bringing that up. And yeah, shout out to all the nominees. Country says you are right. Don't bet against Don Staley. South Carolina is still the best team in women's college basketball, and they're only getting better each week. Well, yeah. South Carolina's looking really good. I think that game against North Carolina was really good for them. It was good for them to face that adversity and to know what it's like to get a tough win, especially for some of the younger players. I also think that game was really good for Malaysia Fulwiley because Malaysia Fulwiley is a very talented player, but there's some mental mistakes that she makes on defense. And I think it was important for Don Staley to take her out and have her sort of ride the bench. Yes, it's probably, she probably didn't like that much, but it's good for players to learn that, hey, like you just can't do whatever you want to do. I am the coach and I'm not going to let you get full reign to do just, run rampant, on the court. So I thought that was good for Malaysia. And I'm sure, in the long run, Malaysia will see that was good for her to be on the bench like that because I guarantee you, Malaysia's gonna step it up on the defensive end in that next game for sure. Yes, Aubrey. Yeah, congratulations to all the nominees. Yep. Nolan is asking, do I think I'll do a show in and around December 10th for the WNBA draft lottery? Yes, I will. Yep. Yeah, I will. I will do one for sure. AG wife. I love how you're repping for your state. Trying to give me reasons to like Hawaii. I do like Hawaii, by the way. AG Hawaii fan says Hawaii does also have a good amount of land activities. You can go hiking, exploring around Honolulu, other parts of Oahu as well. I do like hiking. I do. Yeah, I enjoy hiking. And I also just enjoy exploring. I like wandering around. I am a big wanderer who just likes to wander around and see what's going on, be nosy, and just people watch basically. Like that's pretty fun. People watch and animal watch. That's what I like. That's what I like. Jules asking about Zaya Cook. Yeah, Zaya Cook was on the LA Sparks this past year, and I thought she did fine. I mean, I thought she did fine. Yeah, nothing very great to spell out about her. Nothing terrible either. I think she played fine. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Jules says Boston was about her business. Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was standing on business this past year. She was standing on business. RC says Valparaiso versus Loyola Chicago in the women's national championship game. Okay, you just clowning. You just clowning now, RC. You just clowning. Pierre says South Carolina, the way they played against North Carolina, will have trouble against Iowa. I think that they won't when they play Iowa. And the reason why I say that is because this really was a wake up call and a learning lesson to me for the younger classmen, the freshmen and sophomores on South Carolina, and I don't think they will play like that against Iowa. So I don't think so. It definitely they struggled, but I think it was a good learning lesson. It was a good learning lesson. Country says you must be spoken. Pierre, country says you must be spoken. Yeah. I don't think they're gonna struggle. I don't think they're gonna struggle that bad against Iowa. Iowa's a good team. Not trying to say anything bad about Iowa, but I don't think they're gonna struggle like that. AG said, thank you for the compliment. Yeah, shout out, AG Hawaii fan. I like how you're rocking for your state, and your state got some cool stuff. My parents went to Hawaii and they loved it. So eventually one day I'll bet get to Hawaii. That'll be cool. Maybe, who knows? I haven't been checking for Hawaii. University of Hawaii's basketball team. Maybe they have a good basketball team. Who knows? Maybe maybe I'll travel to Hawaii to watch a basketball game. Who knows? But anyway, Ja said I'm a Valparaiso alum, and no. y'all cracking me up, man. Y'all cracking me up. All right, y'all. So we about to get out of here, y'all. We about to get out of here. We about to get out of here. Any final words from y'all before we head out? I may or may not be back on Sunday to do a live stream. I probably will. I feel like I will after some of those games. On Sunday, I think I'll come back for another video. Also, I will be making a video about the Hall of Fame inductees. I might just include that in Monday's version of Women's Basketball Weekly. So if y'all can make sure to watch Women's Basketball Weekly, y'all, that show takes a lot of time every single week to produce. Like literally, that I'm working on that show from usually from Friday all the way through to get that my Monday show all together. Lots of research and whatnot put into that, but I really love it. So if y'all haven't watched Women's Basketball Weekly before, I highly recommend y'all watch it because it's a lot of information. And we talk about a lot. We talk about WNBA, we talk about college, we talk about we give a history lesson every episode. And then we talk about international play. Also, if y'all didn't watch Monday's episode, I talked about a little known basketball association called Liberty Basketball Association. They lasted for one game, and they had a lot of gimmicks. So yeah, y'all should watch that episode if y'all haven't this past Monday's. But yeah, y'all rock. I appreciate y'all for watching the stream. And thank you to all the people who gave super chats. I really, really appreciate y'all. Shout out to Aubrey, RC, Michelle, Aubrey again, Nolan, Aubrey again, Mama Smurf, Adrian, Aubrey, Written 12 twice, Quentin, Mika, Aubrey again, and Holly. I really do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for the super chats. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about before we head out? Anything else? Christopher says, final word, and Don we trust. I love how y'all be rocking for y'all teams. I love it. But yeah, much love DSPN. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, Country. Okay. Country wants to do a live stream on Sunday. All right, I'll do a live stream on Sunday. Thank you, Mika. Thank you, Kyra. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. AG Hawaii says, and yes, Hawaii does have university team, which is in Manoa. Thank you again for this live stream, Quita. You rock. Appreciate y'all. I really do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Christopher says, "What's for dinner tonight?" I'm not sure, y'all. I have nothing cooked. So I have to go out and get something. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe Panda Express. Possibly. Yeah. Maybe Panda Express. Or maybe McDonald's. I don't know. But yeah, I gotta figure something out for dinner. But y'all rock. Thank you, Nolan. Have a good night, y'all. Okay, final words from Pierre. Pierre says Don was out coached last year by Coach Bluter. Yeah, that was last year. This is this year. We'll see what happens. But again, as I always say, while I think that Iowa would not beat South Carolina this year, any team can get got. Any team can get got. So while we all think that South Carolina will win, you don't know. We don't know, because it's all about who steps up on that particular game, and we would just wait and see. But also, actually, hold on. What time is it there from Kyra? Are you talking about Chicago? It's 8:05. Yeah. Yep. Have a great night, everybody. See you all on Sunday. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a good night. Please be safe. Please be nice to one another. Do something kind for someone this weekend. And just spread joy. Until next time, guys. Appreciate y'all so much. Until next time. Bye.